tuned. Of course, we'll be looking at the other fixtures on the weekend before that big game of Tottenham and Chelsea. We'll be having Manchester United travelling to Vicarage Road, playing the bottom-placed side in Watford under a new manager, Nigel Pearson. He's a miracle worker. We've seen it before that he did for Leicester a few years back. He's been brought in here at Watford to try and turn things around. It doesn't yet happen for him. They'll be hosting a Manchester United side that's also looking to sneak into the top four if the results around favour them.
Yeah, Tony, Man United too is trying to vie for the top four. But it's Watford that their attention, I think, has to be on. Their team, Tony, has players who don't deserve to be relegated. The likes of Dokore, they do not really need to go down. Etienne Capoue don't have to go down. Delofeu, Troy Deeney.
They are very good players.
Yeah. And now in Nigel Pearson, a proven coach, Tony, especially in having teams avoid relegation drop there in this team. I thought last weekend against Liverpool, they had a decent account of themselves, managed to maintain that score at 1-0 for a long time until the last minutes where Salah scored the second goal. So I thought their performance, had they been clinical, they should have scored at least 2 goals in that game. They couldn't. United, on the other hand, Tony, look shaky. So it's something I tell myself, maybe the Watford side can have a go against Man U. And look at the performance they had against Arsenal, the 2-2 draw. If they play with the same tempo, maybe this could be the game they start making points.
9 points is a poor return for any Premier League side, of course, especially at this stage of the season. Yeah. So the coach will be talking to his players and saying, we need to get some kind of points. The performance is no longer enough in this particular kind of situation that they find themselves up. They must get some kind of thing. If they can get a point, well and good against the Manchester United side, it might give them a springboard for more success. But of course, Man United under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be coming into this particular fixture, knowing that these are the kind of games where they have to pick points against the lower table sides. They must beat them. They've beaten the big sides. They've been struggling against the lesser sides. That is still haunting their form, and people will be looking at them and seeing how they perform away at Watford. It will be a very, very big game for both managers, but I think Man U can edge it 1-0.
I don't think United can win that, maybe 2-1. I expect Watford to come out attacking because they are at home, and then that opens spaces for Man United. If they go defensive, United will struggle for sure, but I think United will win this 2-1.
Big prediction that, and of course we kick things off on Saturday afternoon with 2 teams having 2 new managers. We are being told, of course, Arsenal has already confirmed the return of their legend there. Mikel Arteta has signed to start from Sunday. He'll be watching this from the director's box as Arsenal travel to his former club as well, Everton, of course, at the Goodison Park, who also are expected to be mentioning or announcing a new coach in Carl Ancelotti. We wait and update you on that news as it comes through. So this is suddenly a big game for both sides, which find themselves at a turning point for the assistant managers or the caretaker managers. Freddie Ljungberg traveling to find a Duncan Ferguson, who has picked up very, very good results. Two very good results in the Premier League. He has 4 points out of 6.
Yeah, and the 4 points came against the big boys, Tony, against Chelsea win, and he drew at Old Trafford. That's huge. So I think when you look at the 2 managers, Tony, they could be playing this as farewell matches for both Ljungberg and Big Duncan Ferguson. But I think for me, it's Ferguson, Tony, who might be feeling the pinch. He has done, Tony, what the fans want to see. So I'm actually disappointed why the hierarchy rushed to get Carlo Ancelotti, even if he's available.
You have to get him when he's available.
But I thought they would have given Big Dunk more time. On the other hand, Ljungberg, Tony, in his speeches, sort of wanted the job. So will he come with that vigor to push the team forward, or has he thrown in the towel? So it's going to be a tricky affair to know how the 2 coaches are controlling their emotions in this game and how they radiate the same to the players.
Of course, Everton will be coming into this game on the back of a penalty shootout loss in midweek, of course, against Leicester City, in a game that they packed and huffed and puffed and tried to get themselves back into the game. They were from 2-0 down, got that last minute equalizer from Leighton Baines, who might be expected to be coming into this game, of course, also deputizing at left back after those injuries that they've had. Everton look like a rejuvenated side under Big Duncan. And like you say, I think the Everton board, even myself, I think they've rushed to bring in Carlo Ancelotti. Big Dunk, the fans seem to have fallen in love with him from the word go. They always have loved him, but with the performances it's had, if you could get a game like Arsenal and win it, there's no reason to change such a manager team.
That's why I thought only the coaching of Carlo Ancelotti, I think, came so fast. They should have given Big Dunk about 5 games, and it's one I thought against Arsenal, he can't be able to pick something. Worst case, maybe a draw there. So how does he feel after that? Because he's got it. The good news is, in his speeches, he always kept saying the club should maintain what they had planned to do. So I think Big Dunk will be comfortable. I'm told he will be guaranteed a slot in Ancelotti's coaching team. So he will be proud because he is an Evertonian and wants to remain an Everton guy.
No, this is certainly a big game with a lot of emotion, and we know that Arsenal will be facing 2 of their former players in Everton, of course. Theo Walcott and Alex Iwobi will be expected to take some part in this particular game, while Arsenal coming to town. For Arsenal, now that they've mentioned Arteta will be in town and on the training ground on Monday, what does he expect to see in this particular game with all the issues that Arsenal have been having?
No, Tony, I expect a reaction this time. If he didn't come with Freddie Ljungberg, then we give it maybe a second thought. But with Arteta coming in, every player must stand up now and say, guys, it's our fault. Why are the coaches being fired because of us? I expect even those fragile players to come in and say, it's me, Arteta, you need to start in this position. So I really expect a reaction from the Arsenal players tomorrow.
And of course, he's been talking about the team having a quality, the youth academy producing some quality players. He'll be looking at what he has to do in this particular game. We know that he definitely had a look at the team last week when they were playing Manchester City in a game where they got eliminated. We saw the look of the touchline. He was analyzing player by player in that one. Very, very interesting. But this is a game where we expect a shootout between Freddie Ljungberg and Big Duncan Ferguson. It will be interesting. Like you said, it looks like a farewell game for both managers. I've gone for a win for Everton, 2-0.
Tony, I think Arsenal will come firing. I just think so, and I've gone for a 2-2 draw. I think 2-2 both sides.
It will be very, very interesting to see what happens in that particular game when those 2 caretaker managers perhaps take charge of their final game in those both clubs. We'll be expecting to see new faces on the training grounds come Monday. We wrap things up though on Saturday with perhaps some would say the biggest game of the weekend in regard to the title race. Manchester City will be hosting Leicester. Second against third, only 4 points separate these sides, with Leicester City currently in second place. How well have they done under this guy, Brendan Rodgers?
Very, very well, Tony. And that game against Man City at Etihad will again have more credentials onto it. If Leicester, Tony, come up with a win from the Etihad, I think it will almost be cementing their top 4 credentials, because the way Leicester City play, to me, is going to suit their game at the Etihad, because we expect Man City to hold most of the ball and
keep attacking.
And that will free up Vardy. And if Vardy is able to isolate Otamendi or Fernandinho,
or even Stones,
it's going to play to his hands. And they have the bright guys like Maddison who have that pass that can easily release Vardy. So it's a game that I think Brendan Rodgers has planned for very well. But City know that Leicester is becoming is peeling away from them right now. I think 4 points only. So they know that if they don't beat Leicester, then it becomes hard to get back.
It becomes 7 points.
Yeah, so City is going to come aggressive, and I'll not be shocked if they have a demolition like they did against Arsenal.
Manchester City will be coming into this game, of course, on the back of 2 wins in a row in the midweek in the League Cup, and also against Arsenal last week out away from home. But Leicester City also coming into this particular fixture with a very solid away form. 4 games won already in a row with 17 goals scored. That's a very, very high return for Brendan Rodgers and his side. They'll be coming into this game with a lot of energy, with a lot of vigor. Both teams played in midweek, so there's no advantage there, of course, for both these sides. Man City still have a few injury concerns that they have to contend with. But if they play the way they played against Arsenal, then this Man City side might have a comfortable evening against Leicester. I've gone for a 2-0 win for City.
Yeah, I think City will win this. I've given Leicester City a goal, but I think City will win the 3-1.
Big one there. Of course, that means that they'll be chasing the Liverpool side that will be away, of course, on off duty this weekend. They've traveled for the club World Cup and are in that final after that 2-1 win in midweek against Monterrey. They now find themselves in the final against Flamengo tomorrow evening. That's a big game happening in Doha. Of course, Jurgen Klopp will be expecting to carry that trophy, and all the players will be expected to get that piece of silverware as they return. But of course, Leicester and Man City will be trying to close the gap on Liverpool, who are now currently 10 points ahead of Leicester and 14 ahead of Manchester City and Pep Guardiola's side. There are big games across the weekend. With that, we have nothing left to say. Enjoy the weekend. Merry Christmas.